Welcome to Non-Fiction Reviews. In his essay on the shortness of life, Lucius Annaeus Seneca imparts timeless wisdom about the value of time and the importance of living a purposeful life. He urges readers to recognize the fleeting nature of life and to make the most of every moment. Written over 2,000 years ago, Seneca's words continue to resonate today, reminding us of the preciousness of our time and the need to prioritize what truly matters. In On the Shortness of Life, Seneca begins by stating that people often complain that life is too short. However, he argues that people waste much of their time in trivial pursuits, making their lives seem shorter than they really are. Seneca believes that the problem is not with the amount of time people have, but rather how they use it. He notes that people often fritter away their time on meaningless activities such as socializing, entertainment, and material possessions, which bring only temporary pleasure and distract from more meaningful pursuits. Seneca argues that people should focus on improving themselves and pursuing their passions, rather than seeking external validation or pleasure. He advises against wasting time on pursuits that have little value, such as gossip and idle chatter, and emphasizes the importance of using time wisely. Seneca also notes that people tend to procrastinate and put off important tasks until later, thinking they will have more time in the future. However, he warns that time is finite and that people should not postpone things they truly value. He believes that people should prioritize their goals and work towards achieving them without delay, in order to live a fulfilling life. Furthermore, Seneca emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and introspection. He notes that people often spend much of their time in the company of others, but neglect to spend time alone with their own thoughts. He argues that self-knowledge is crucial for personal growth and that people should make an effort to understand their own values, motivations, and desires. Seneca notes that people often waste time in pursuit of wealth, status, and power, believing that these things will bring them happiness and fulfillment. However, he argues that true happiness comes from within and cannot be attained through external means. He advises against becoming overly attached to material possessions or societal expectations, and instead, encourages people to focus on cultivating inner peace and contentment. Seneca is particularly critical of those who spend their lives pursuing wealth, arguing that they are sacrificing their time and energy for something that is ultimately fleeting and meaningless. He notes that even those who attain great wealth are often unhappy, because they are never satisfied with what they have and always crave more. Seneca argues that true happiness and fulfillment can only be found through inner peace and contentment, not through external possessions. Similarly, Seneca argues that the pursuit of fame and power is also a fruitless endeavor. He notes that those who seek these things are often motivated by a desire for admiration and approval from others, rather than any genuine desire to make a positive impact on the world. As a result, they become consumed with the trappings of fame and power, such as maintaining their image and status, rather than focusing on the things that truly matter. In contrast, Seneca argues that the key to a fulfilling life is to focus on personal growth and self-improvement, rather than external achievements. He notes that there is always room for growth and learning, no matter how old or accomplished a person may be. By focusing on cultivating one's own virtues and becoming a better person, Seneca argues, one can achieve true happiness and fulfillment. Seneca's powerful metaphor: life is divided into three parts: past, present, and future. Of these, the present is short, the future is uncertain, and the past is certain but cannot be changed. He argues that by wasting time on things that do not truly matter, people are sacrificing their present for a future that may never come, while also neglecting the opportunities for growth and improvement that are available to them in the present. By focusing on the present and using one's time wisely, Seneca believes that one can live a truly fulfilling life. Seneca focuses the final part of his essay on the idea that time is not scarce, but rather mismanaged. He argues that humans waste their time on trivial matters, distractions, and aimless pursuits, without realizing that time is a non-renewable resource. Seneca emphasizes that people should focus on their goals and prioritize their time towards meaningful activities that contribute to personal growth and fulfillment. Seneca suggests that people should reflect on their goals and use their time accordingly. He argues that people often have vague aspirations without a clear plan on how to achieve them. Seneca encourages readers to identify what truly matters to them and create a plan to achieve their goals. He states, "You must realize, however, that when a person spends all his time in foreign travel, he ends by having many acquaintances, but no friends. And the same thing must hold true of men who seek intimate acquaintance with no single author, but visit them all in a hasty and hurried manner." Seneca also stresses the importance of being present and mindful in the moment. He argues that many people live in a state of constant distraction, whether it be through social media, entertainment, or other forms of stimulation. He encourages readers to take a break from distractions and focus on the present moment. Seneca writes, "So you must not think a man has lived long because he has white hair and wrinkles. He has not lived long, just existed long. For suppose you should think that a man had had a long voyage who had been caught in a raging storm as he left harbor, and carried hither and thither and driven round and round in a circle by the rage of opposing winds. He did not have a long voyage, just a long tossing about." Furthermore, Seneca believes that people should focus on cultivating self-awareness and introspection. He argues that people often fail to take responsibility for their own lives and instead blame external factors for their problems. Seneca suggests that people should take ownership of their actions and decisions, and strive to become their best selves. He states, "No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. Those who love her gifts as if they are theirs to enjoy forever, who wish to be highly thought of because of them, lie prostrate in mourning when the fickle fortune takes them back. Nothing is more wretched than a man who traverses everything in a round, and pries into the things beneath the earth, as the poet says, and seeks by conjecture what is in the minds of his neighbors, without perceiving that it is sufficient to attend to the demon within him, and to reverence it sincerely." Here are 5 takeaways from the book. 1. Time is a precious and limited resource. Seneca emphasizes the importance of using time wisely and not wasting it on trivial pursuits or meaningless activities. He reminds us that time cannot be regained once it has passed, so it is essential to make the most of every moment. 2. We are often our own worst enemy. Seneca suggests that we are often the cause of our own lack of time and productivity, through poor planning, procrastination, and other self-destructive behaviors. He encourages us to take responsibility for our actions and to actively work to overcome these tendencies. The pursuit of pleasure and external success can be detrimental. Seneca cautions against becoming too focused on external success and material possessions, arguing that they are ultimately fleeting and do not bring lasting fulfillment. He encourages us to cultivate inner peace and contentment, which can only be achieved through introspection and self-awareness. 4. Death is a natural part of life. Seneca encourages us to come to terms with the inevitability of death and to use this knowledge as a motivator to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. He suggests that death should not be feared but rather embraced as a natural part of the cycle of life. 5. Time is a valuable commodity that can be wasted or invested. Seneca encourages us to view time as a precious resource that can be wasted on meaningless pursuits or invested in activities that bring fulfillment and meaning to our lives. He suggests that we use our time to pursue intellectual and spiritual growth, to cultivate meaningful relationships, and to engage in activities that align with our values and purpose. In a world where we are often consumed by the demands of daily life, Seneca's essay serves as a powerful reminder to slow down, reflect, and live intentionally. We cannot control the length of our lives, but we can control how we use the time we have. By embracing the present moment, pursuing meaningful work, and cultivating relationships with others, we can ensure that our lives are not wasted. Seneca's words are as relevant today as they were 2,000 years ago, and they will continue to inspire us for generations to come. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content on non-fiction. Let us know in the comments what other non-fiction books you like to see on our channel.